Hey friends, welcome back to OG Universe. Thank you so much for stopping by. And today we're taking a look at a very special Batman, a very unique one. We got the newest McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse, McFarlane Collector's Edition, Batman Bat Manga version. Very cool, different looking Batman here. Now, we're going to deep dive into the history of this character, but first, we're going to take a look at the packaging, what we get in this collector's edition. So living up to the hype, Superboy set a new precedent and very high expectations for what to expect in a collector's edition. Let's see if this one can live up to it. So let's take a look at the packaging. We got some beautiful artwork here of Manga Batman. We got Robin in the corner. Hopefully we're going to see this in a figure form as well. On the side here, collector's edition and the silver lettering Bat Manga. And this is number 16. On the inside, we got the display stand with the silver DC logo. It came with quite a few accessories as well, which is pretty nice to see, considering it is a collector's edition. We do have the red Batarang, which is so interesting and really sets the figure apart. Because the figure's in a very muted tone. That red Batarang just, boom, gives it some pop and color. We got the dreaded card stand with a really nice trading card. We also get multiple sets of hands. We get the PowerPoint hands, some gesturing hands, fist hands, holding on to stuff hands. Then we get some interesting accessories. We have a bat rope, a legitimate rope with a grapple. Very cool. We got two other accessories that I've heard in other reviews. People don't really know what it is. And I didn't have any clue what this was as well. I went on the GameStop website, read a very detailed description on the accessories, what this figure comes with. So this is a Go-Go magic wand. Yes, the Go-Go magic wand, which was, I guess, evident in the Bat manga. This other device over here, which looks like a spinning top, is actually a Bat camera. Yeah, so he has a Go-Go magic wand and a Bat camera. This isn't a billy stick. It's not a telescope. This isn't a dreidel. It's a Bat camera Go-Go magic wand. There you go. So some interesting accessories with this character. We get a little bit of a write-up here on the Batman as well. We can't really see with the stand, but it's an interesting history. So basically, this guy is I wouldn't say created, but Bob Kane and Bill Finger really created Batman. But this serialization, this special Bat manga version, was created by Jiro Katawa. He did a 53-part serialization of Batman manga that was collected about 2008, 2009, and it was by Chip Kid. Pantheon Publications, I believe, did the entire reproduction in a book called The Secret History of Batman in Japan. Very cool book. I do have it. Unfortunately, I couldn't find it for this review. I don't know where it is. I'm going to have to do some very hard searching for it. So I want to take a look at it. We've seen Lord Deathman in the Batman 66 series from McFarlane Toys as well. So he comes from this Bat manga. Very interesting. I really want to do a deep dive because this is such a unique looking character. I've never seen a Batman look like this before, and I absolutely love it. So let's take a closer look at the figure, and let's talk all things Bat manga. So, like I said, that red Batarang is so damn cool. It really just sets apart the colors that are going on with this figure. It's a very light blue, almost like a black and gray kind of color scheme, but it has some white accents on the gloves, on the belt buckle, on the boots, which really sets it apart. And the cowl itself, it looks like a manga version of Adam West, and I absolutely love it. It's such a distinct, unique style, and I'm so happy to have this kind of Batman. We've never had a Bat figure like this. It is so damn impressive that we got this manga version of Batman. So, as you can see, he has have a lot of detail. He has that painted kind of white eyebrows, just like Adam West had in the series. He does have the raised logo. I totally appreciate that. And it's a unique logo as well. It's not the traditional Batman logo. This is for the manga version of Batman. Now, this is on the Nightfall body buck, which, I don't mind it. But this one doesn't have the extended torso like the Batman versus Bane version does. That one stood taller. He had more articulation in the abdominal region to do the back break from Bane. So they didn't do it on this figure, but you could simply do that as well with this guy, which I'm definitely going to do. I'm going to extend the torso to give him a bit more height and more articulation in the abdominal region. And we take a look at the cape. The cape is just a really nice material. It's not a cloth cape, it's not a wired cape. It does have a lightweight texture to it, but it's substantial. It doesn't feel cheap, it doesn't feel slimy. It just has a really good feel, and it hangs very well on the body buck as well. And even the bat scallops, look at that, the bat scallops are in white, which is something I've never seen before. I think that looks spectacular. Really well done. We'll take a look at the back here. The belt, it's kind of like a hush belt almost with the pouches. I think that looks really cool. And again, the blue. The blue is such a saturated, kind of almost black and white version with some light color pops. The lighter skin tone as well. I kind of dig that for this 60s aesthetic. It's very interesting. Overall, I'm very impressed with this figure. The Nightfall body buck is a really great, versatile body buck. Suits this Batman really well. I really hope McFarlane does listen to the fans. I think this is going to be a huge seller. I'm so happy that we got this version. We need a Robin. We need a Lord Deathman. Maybe a Batmobile as well, or a giant mech. Something cool like that to go along with these characters would be so awesome. Now, let's talk about articulation on this figure. This is a little bit of an iffy one. Just like on the very first Nightfall Batman, he really just needs a bit more oomph in a sense. I think the neck peg is a little too short. It needs to be an extended neck peg so he can't look up, barely look down, barely has side attitude. Not much going on there. So I think we're going to swap out the neck peg, give him something more substantial. So I really want to have more articulation in this figure. Now he does have the spacer joints that are tucked in really deep, and they don't add a lot of extra motion, extra articulation. He does have the bicep cut, double joint ratcheted elbows. He does have the ball joints in the wrist. Now we talked about the abdominal articulation. So we'll bring out the other Batman versus Bane version of this guy. You can see he only has the 2 sets. He should have the 3 sets to give him more range of articulation. Should be an extended torso. We're going to do that. No problem. We'll walk you through it. Not much going on there, unfortunately. Doesn't move back or forth very much. Does have a ball joint at the waist, ball joints at the hips, double joint ratcheted knees. Really nice boots with that white edge on the top. He has toe articulation, ankle rocker pivot, sculpted ball joints, everything else you kind of want here. Really a striking Batman. A little bit of the hiccups on the articulation, but it's something that's totally fixable and easy to do. And definitely I'm gonna do it because I'm digging this style of Batman. The manga version is just killer. Love it. One little thing too. Now I noticed he has these little like almost edges on the top of the black part of the cowl, which kind of looks like artistic brushes. I love that, the brush strokes. Really, really cool. Man, as you know, I'm gushing on this figure. It's pretty damn cool, man. Really something special here. Now let's bring in some other Batman figures to compare. Now, it's hard to believe these two are the same body block, retooled, an extensive retooling, and just a sharp contrasting comparison between these two. But I think they're both incredibly good figures. I love the way this one looks. It's really grown on me. It's definitely survival mode Batman. He's fighting for his life. The cloth wired cape with the black inlay is absolutely awesome. This is probably my favorite cape, right next to that Tim Drake Robin. That one's a beauty of a cape. Darkseid's probably the weakest one. Needs stronger wires, but I would love to have seen a wired cape on this guy. We can get it some dynamic poses. But both of these guys share the same body buck. This one does have an extended torso. This one unfortunately doesn't. But we're going to do some toy surgery and we're going to fix that to give him a bit more articulation. But man, just to have this World of Batman on your shelf, really cool to see these two guys together. And we're going to bring in, well, why not bring in a Robin? Now this Robin, of course, is my modified Tim Drake body. We gave him a brand new head sculpt. This is the head sculpt from the Batman 5-pack from Amazon. That is the Jason Todd Red Hood unmasked version. Just wanted to see a Batman and Robin. This body buck, he's a little small, but if we do that extension in the torso, he's going to have more height, and it'll suit better with this Robin if you're going to put him on your shelf together. I'm really hoping we get a Manga Robin. That would be phenomenal to see. That color scheme, that kind of palette of this Batman and a Robin, man, that would be so, So cool to see something like that. And let's bring in another Batman. This one has really, really grown on me. The first appearance Batman, larger body block, beautiful cloth cape with the wire in it as well. Reminiscent of the new Amazon show of the Batman and the Cape Crusader. I'm digging that show. I've got about 3 episodes in, really having a good time with it. It can be polarizing for certain diehard Batman the Animated Series uh, watchers, I guess. I watched that show. I grew up on that show. I love that one. I like the new takes they're doing on certain characters. I don't mind it. It doesn't offend me. I'm cool. It's a different take. Not the end of the world to see a female penguin. I really do like the way that cartoon is stylized and has some really good, kind of a little bit more adult storylines going on as well. And this figure, I'm thinking I'm going to swap out those purplish pink hands and give him some black hands. Ideally, the best hands for this figure would be from the Spectre, but I don't have access to another Spectre. There's none to be found where I live. Online, they're sold out, but he has the perfect hands suited for this version of Batman. But these two guys, man, they're looking good. Looking good. Very cool to see these guys together. Then I'm going to bring in, well, a little bit more cartoony Batman, and that is Superman from Our World of War, the Ed McGuinness style. To see these two guys together, it's kind of cool. They kind of go together because this is a very manga, a little bit of an animated stylization. This one, man, it's all cartoony, very stylized, big buff proportions. Seeing these two guys together, it works pretty well. I think they look pretty damn cool together. And then let's bring in a couple villains. A villain I thought for sure would look cool with this one is, of course, Mr. Freeze. We got to do a review on this guy. He's coming very soon. But I think these two pair up very well. He's very tech, kind of got a bit of a different feel to him. And this is a beautiful repaint. Man, definitely in the Batman the Animated Series colors, he looks fantastic. And seeing these two guys go at it would be really cool to see in a diorama action display. Really nice. And then let's bring in one figure that I think needs to be paired with any kind of Batman, and that is a Joker. These two are wild together. This is a very stylized Batman from the Infinite Frontier sub-series, and this Batman, man, they look really cool together. It'd be awesome to see a kind of manga version of Joker from this series. Don't know if he appeared in that series. I'm going to definitely find out. I'm going to read that book that I have somewhere in my basement. But damn, these two guys look awesome together. Very cool. All right, guys. So, as you can tell, this is a striking figure. Is it worth the premium price that we're paying here in Canada and, of course, the US? It's $30 US. It's $39 Canadian with your Edge discount card, $35. I think it's a home run because you know what? This is such a unique figure, a unique version of Batman. I don't think we're going to see, oh, here's Manga Batman in a black costume. Here's Manga version in some other color scheme. I don't think we're going to see that too often. Hopefully this figure is a stellar hit and really big with fans, and the fans demand more of this manga version, this manga universe of Batman, and I hope we get it. It has some really interesting accessories. Love the red Batarang. The Go-Go Magic Wand, that's different. I've never seen a Batman with a magic wand, and that's very interesting. Back camera. The hands are pretty cool. It does have the PowerPoint finger, which was kind of the way this figure was set up with in the packaging. I like to have my neutral figures. Or my neutral hands, so to speak, a fist or a grasping to hold a weapon. Not really into PowerPoint hands, but it did look pretty cool. But guys, definitely pick this one up. You're not going to be disappointed. It is a very fun figure. It has a certain charm about it. I just can't put my finger on it because it's kind of like a washed out version of Batman, but it has so much charm and personality. It's a home run winner. Absolute stunner. Definitely a contender for one of the top figures of the year from McFarlane Toys in the DC Multiverse. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear your opinions and thoughts on this version of Batman. Do you want to see more? Let me know in the comments below. As always, I appreciate every one of you taking the time out to watch this video and spend some time with me. Thank you so much, guys. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notification so any new videos I produce go automatically into your feed. And guys, have an awesome day. We'll see you soon.